Big Grove once stood as a refuge against the Red Bison raging on the plains, and the Bur Oaks still stand there to remember all the life and the people we displaced. Settlers settled, and by 1833 this little prairie town was the county seat. And as for her name, oh, you'd rather not know. She was named for Urbana, Ohio. The railroad was built 2 miles too far left. They named that town West Urbana in honor of the best. Not of spite and not of envy, well, they changed their name, and now we're known as Urbana-Champaign. Urbana bird singing her song, Urbana bee just humming along. Takes a certain kind of person, find the glory in it all. Living in rhythm with the Urbana Waltz. In 1871, after months of drought, a big wind fanned the flames that burned us out. From Broadway and high up to Racing Main, nothing to stop it but a bucket brigade. Black folks come on the Underground Railroad, and on their great migration away from Jim Crow. Thanks to the passion of the Ellis Drive 6, we had integrated schools by 1966, first in the state. We're the home of the American football house, birthplace of Hal and of Allison Krauss. Got big data, big books, and we got big old brains. We're where Carl Woes discovered life's 3 domains: bacteria, eukarya, archaea. We're local, we're organic, we like our trade fair, and we show up in droves for the market on the square. And our floppy old sun hats, yeah, they're a little too on the nose. And our 2012 Prius just goes and goes. Urbana bird singing her song, Urbana bee just a humming along. Takes a certain kind of person, find the glory in it all. Living in rhythm with the Urbana Waltz. If music is life, oh, we're living all day, just fiddling around at the C4A. And every Monday's a jam down at the Hoot. In October we rock out to the folk and the roots. There's no prospect of big box stores in our town, but We've got the happeningest tavern around. Got tie-dyes and flannels and dark paneled walls. And we take our champagne with a grain of salt. Were you born here? Were you raised here? Did you come here for school? Did you leave and come back? Tell me, what was the pull? We came back to build a nest and to fledge our young. Like wandering birds return to their home. And to me, Urbana is the hush before dark on a cool autumn evening in Meadowbrook Park. The big grove still stands in this city of trees, and our prairie patches are humming with bees. Urbana bird singing her song, Urbana bee humming along. Takes a certain kind of person, feel the glory in it all. Living in rhythm with the Urbana Waltz. Living in rhythm with the Urbana Waltz. Thank you for staying all the way to the end and listening to that. It's a song for my town, and every town deserves an ode, and this was my attempt to make one for Urbana. I'm not aware of one, and as a songwriter, I felt duty bound to try to capture what Urbana means to me and how I feel about the place where I live. And if you are from Urbana and you listened to that song and you're like, oh, have any kind of thoughts or suggestions or changes or whatever, don't tell me. Go ahead and do it. That's the folk process. I want you to folk this song up and add your own verse or verses if you think I missed something important. Take stuff out, change stuff around, have at it. I'd love for this song to live and for people to play it at home, or people to play it out. If you happen to be a musician, you want to try your hand at playing this song and improving it in any way, go right ahead. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear a fiddle play on the interludes. I'd love to hear flutes and stand-up basses and all kinds of beautiful instruments chiming in and making this into a real song. As my daughter might have said when she was a kid, and I make up songs, and she'd say, "Papa, is that a real song?" So make it a real song for me. Take it and run with it. If you need any suggestions on how to play it, hopefully you can see my hands. The verses are just G, 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 C, G, G, D, G, G, C, G, D, G. Very original. The little interludes where you go ooh, or your friend plays a fiddle, or you play a harmonica or do something cool like that. Starts on E minor. Ooh, And you don't have to sing it real high like I did. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's a G. B minor, C, E minor, D, G. So it's E minor, G, B minor, C, E minor, D, G. And the chorus, Urbana bird, 2 G's, singing her song, C, just like the verse. Urbana bee, G, D, humming along, so that's just like the verse. And then it takes a certain G, kind of person, G, to see the glory, that's G again, and then in it all, C, kind of hang out a little unresolved. And then living is a G, down to E minor in rhythm, up to D with the Urbana, and then back to G, waltz. And of course it's in waltz time, 3/4. You can play it real straight, or you can go and any version of or variation on that. Any good waltz rhythm tricks you got up your sleeve. What else? That's it. Hope to hear it from somebody else sometime. I hope a whole band plays it someday, and somebody on a stand-up bass, and somebody on a fiddle, and somebody on a violin, and maybe some accordion fills, and it'll be a real song, and it'll be a true statement about how we feel about our little city in the prairie. Thanks again for listening.